Man, it is bitter cold out here today, but it's time to go ahead and start to work on the front end of this. And really, not really the front end suspension wise, but time to replace this bumper. So this is the second bumper I believe that I've had on this one. The first one was kind of more of a mid-width, and I didn't really enjoy having the mid-width. I needed something narrower, especially as I was growing in tire size. This one's actually done well. It's not a super expensive one. It was a rugged ridge. That was more of a stub. And then on it, I went ahead and I've had to cut this back a few times right here just to give myself clearance for when I go ahead and stuff these tires. But what I've done is I've ordered a Motobilt one. Took the time to paint it up and get everything ready. So now it's time to go ahead and do the install. Now the reason why I went with this Motobilt one was that I wanted to go ahead and have the radiator crash bar. So that way it'll go across here. In the event that I have a rollover, hopefully it saves the radiator in the unfortunate circumstance that I'm upside down. So that way it can still start potentially and drive out. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of. We'll have a new look at it. All right, we got the electrical and now this off of this piece. So the rugged ridge has it here. I forget what this thing's called anyways. I think it's like the vacuum canister. I'll have to replace it. I don't want to put it under the hood because that's where my electrical switches are. So I'll have to figure it out. Now, we'll just pull this out a little bit. Oh. Of course, I forgot my freaking fog lights. There's one. Oh, the other one's out. And then the camera wire getting caught. Ooh-wee. Now I do believe they're asking me to cut here. Let's see this. I do believe Motobilt asked for this to be cut to allow the bumper in. We'll see if that's necessary or not. But let's go ahead and get the winch plate in here in the middle. Extra junk out of the way for now. Okay, let's get this one where we want it. Come on, don't you dare fall down on me. Do you guys talk to your Jeep when you work on it? I don't know if I consider what I do talking, but I do something. You know what I mean? A little something to get it to try to do what I'm asking it. Ooh, there we go. Let's go get the other parts. So these tab light ones are what come in there that we'll need to use on the bumper. And then there's two of these U-shaped things that go in to support right in here. something like that. We'll get it figured out. Take a look at the old instructions and get this baby worked out. This is how this is gonna go. So on the end, they have like this plate. I didn't quite read the instruction. I kind of gave a gander, came down here and looked. I'm gonna cut this flush here with that straight across. And in the very back through there, I'll flush cut it. So this is the end. Make sure there's nothing on the back. Okay. And then let's go ahead. Let's have a quick look and see what I did. So I took a flag nut here, those two that went in there. They're 7/16 bolt by 1 inch. I won't lie, that's already hitting that, so it's going to be an interesting tightening situation for this outer bolt. It almost looks like it'd be better if it was a 3/4. Yeah. And then these inner ones, not too tough. Same thing over here. Now I will say this, I didn't love that because I ordered multiple things instead of just one. All the hardware was just kind of put not in the same bag, I don't think, we'll find out in the end, but kind of together and not labeled in a way that it was easy to identify. I might just be ignorant, and that's probably the case, but it wasn't super easy. And then the thing I realized is that you have to put this U-shaped on the outside of both of these bracketries that are on your frame, with the two-piece, at least until I found out I did it wrong, the 2 holes on the inside of this winch plate. Now, the online instructions didn't say when to put in the winch, so I'm kind of wanting to put everything together, make sure that these holes line up with the bumper first, and then see if I can slide the winch in here or not. So yeah, I kind of want to leave everything loose before I tighten everything in, because it looks like all it's going to do is just kind of bolt in here and chill out. So we'll see. Well, this was a bit of a monster to get in, just this touch, because in leaving this loose, you have to lift this inner part up as you try to wiggle this on. And it just so happened on mine, this one side was like a 1/16 high, so I had to really like beat on it a bit and bump it to go and get it on. But now I'm going to go ahead and take my nuts and some washers and go ahead and tighten up the back side. And then once this front plate's hard up against the actual frame, then I'll go ahead and tighten up these inner ones here. But it does appear that there is enough room to go ahead and pop it off between that. So that was one of the questions I had with these Motobilts, is kind of what's the space and height. And it looks like it wouldn't perfectly, especially in the middle, stop this from getting hit down some, but it would stop the complete crushing of it, which is the whole purpose here. Still plenty of airflow. Go ahead and throw these on, get everything tightened up, and then we'll take a look at the winch. Well, it's in. I'm going to spare you length on the video of me throwing in like a winch. You guys know what a winch is about. And figuring out the, whatever that vac relocation I'll probably have to figure out is. But here you go. I love it. Now it doesn't give me the lower fog lights that were right there. Don't care about them. One wasn't even plugged in. Don't give a rip. So I'll be putting in the fair lead, all that stuff, and getting it done. But as far as overall look and vibe, I think it's pretty rad.